Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and it's nice and chilly up here. Yeah, it's nice and chilly. And I was up most of the night fighting with these wood stoves. Yes, what's the point of having a wood stove when they don't work when it's cold? Usually the rule of thumb, if we go into coldness, yes, the wood stoves will burn. So if you have a low pressure system, it's not that cold out, and the stove will always maintain the heat in the buildings. But nope, not this time around. The weather's so screwed up because of cloud farming and those wind generators. So the stoves didn't burn last night. Even the one in the whole shack, it went out twice last night. So I had to come out and restart. Yes, on frickin' real. Alright, so this morning we woke up to minus 34, but feels like minus 44. And the stoves aren't burning. I might as well just rely on electric heat and save these wood stoves for when the power goes out, which will probably be next week. Alright, on the yo-yo scale, minus 30 Fahrenheit, but feels like minus 47. Unreal. Yes, and Facebook was acting up yesterday, so I wasted the whole day fighting with the wood stoves and then fighting with Facebook. I replied to comments and then I have them, removed, just like TikTok did for 4 days last week. I replied to comments and they would remove them. So I don't know if the ex-wife got a job at TikTok and at Facebook at the same time. Maybe she's CEOs or whatever, getting the big bonus. Unreal. So it's just a struggle. You wake up in the morning and it's just a struggle. I might as well have stayed married. Yes. All right, let's back up so the me phone can get chilled because it's in the whole shack and it's chilled already. Yes, it's a good thing I have electric baseboard heat and that furnace with the bad bearing going in the shop to keep these buildings warm when the wood stoves won't burn. Look at those clear skies, crystal clear. Now we just need Dick to photobomb. I don't know where he is now. Probably they ran out of money. Can't afford a helicopter because Dick charges big bucks, to fly. All right, we just about made one rotation here. We have to be quick. We have to be fast because it's cold out here. And I don't know what to do today. Probably just wander around, get chilled like yesterday fighting with the stoves. Maybe I should just day drink and play the Xbox. Yes, as if I'm on welfare. Oh well, we better go. Here comes the boss. Okay, over in the whole shack, it's a little smoky because when you open the door, the wood smoke goes out the door, not up the chimney. All right, so it's 15 degrees in the whole shack here, and that's it. The stove has been, I got it going again, 3 hours ago? And that's it. So it's 11 o'clock and this stove is not burning. All right. So over here, we have the wood. We have the totes. Oh, the crap on the floor. The vent is open on the bottom. The door is open. The vent is open. And this is not burning. Yes. So last night it kept going out because I had turned the stove down. Because if we go into a high pressure system, the stove will burn under control and melt itself. So I was setting it to go to bed and it kept going out. So that'd come out. Open the vent, get it going, turn it down so it would idle all night, but it would go out. That's how much of a low pressure air system we are in. So this stove's been burning. That's the wood we've been hauling in from the trees we've been cutting. And the totes are full of that kindling crap from the staff. So this is it. 3 hours and we're at baseboard temperature in here. So if I didn't have the baseboards, everything would be frozen and my mini hoe would be so chilly. But this tells you how cold it is. Look at the frost on the doors, but that's normal. Okay, so that tells you how chilly it is, but we got it done right. There's no frost in the corners. There's no frost over here. Everything is going good. We're very pleased. Okay, over in the main shop, before I came out at 10 o'clock to work in the shop here, I made some tea. So that's 1 cup of tea. That took 8 minutes to boil on the stove. The electric stove, the element was glowing red. That took 8 minutes to boil. That wasn't big bubbles on the top of the cup or on the pot. It was just normal bubbles rising up. So that tells you the low air pressure system we are in. All right, so over here, this is the piece of shit stove. Yes, the piece of shit. So cleaning the chimney yesterday, we know we shoved the ash down here, but I'll get to that in a minute. So we have this blower fan thingy-me-bob over here. We've tried that. All this stuff. We have holes in the chimney pipe here for sticking air hoses in. We have pipe adapters for blowing, trying to make it go. So today, last night being kind of sober, for me to rip this out or to take the top off, that's too much work. And we get in the shop, it's chilly. It's chilly here now. So It's been 3 hours since this stove's been started. The furnace, actually, I had to shut it off over there so I could do the video, because that furnace has been running steady. So what's the point of having wood heat? I might as well just be on wildfire and crank up the heat. So we knew in the past that we need a clean out chamber here, okay? And we can test to see how much ash or whatever's in the top thing by going from the top, or the little hole here, you put the thingy down. So last summer, we had the service truck out. We cut this out. Yes, that's out of that dock or whatever. So this will fit over here, right in here. So that'll be for the clean out. All right, I'm going to have to accept this stove for the winter. Yes, it's like a bad marriage. You can't get a divorce right away. So I'm going to have to accept this stove and, how would you say, nurse it through the winter, because we got to do this right. I should have never put the barrel on. I thought that'd be more efficient. But then again, we've done lots of scrap metal in this town. We've never seen a double barrel stove set up here because the old timers knew it didn't work. So I cut this out with the plasma cutter. Yes, I took a chance. I used one of my last new tips and got it on, but I didn't have the proper nose code. So you can see it kind of didn't do a nice job. So I set the ash on fire inside, which is good. Let it burn. And, well, what are we going to do? This is what we got to do. So it's not bad standing near the stove. It's just unreal. Like, this stove has been going for 3 hours and no heat. Unreal. Welcome to the end of the world, where water doesn't boil, cakes do not rise in the oven. If I was to make a loaf of bread today, it probably wouldn't rise above the the baking pan. But the thing is, this is strange. Mother Nature always gives us cold weather, hot stoves. But this year, cold weather, cold stoves. Oh my, just like a marriage. I might have to get a mistress. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and basically I achieved nothing. Yes, we cleaned us out. There wasn't that much in there. No, there wasn't that much. We could knew that from, feeling from the top, feeling from the bottom. We knew that was clean because we have mirrors and we can stick our hand in there. So it's basically 2 of those pails came out of the top, which is pretty good. So that's not bad when you figure out how many footage of chimney there is there. So we did a nice cut here. We put that in. We put some never sees on, did a little booger welds on it, and that's it. So basically all we did today was achieve taking that off the part shelf and installing it. Yes. And this thing's not putting out any heat. I just cleaned out the wagon over here because the staff will be coming after lunch and we'll fill the wagon up with wood that won't burn. Yes, wood won't burn. And to try and get the welder started, it last ran for the power outage. Trying to get it started, it might as well have been outside. That's how chilly it is in here. My legs are cold, my feet are cold, everything is cold. And I was working on the wood stove. Well, it had a fire in it. Unfrickin' real. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave. Oh, wait, let's do it in the oven to warm up the house because this is unreal.
Thursday morning in Hooville. It's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, we have a bit of a sunrise, but it's still pretty chilly out here right now. So let's head inside, see if the dogs want to go out. Then at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom. I don't think we're doing very much because it is cold. I already have a fire going, so the house is nice and warm. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. It is still pretty chilly out here right now, so the dogs haven't been out very much, but let's head inside and see if they want to go out to use the washroom. I think I'm going to have pancakes and bacon today, so let's go inside, make some lunch, and then at 1 p.m. I'll do the weather and head over to the kingdom. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's negative 25 degrees Celsius, which is negative 13 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It is pretty chilly out here. The skidoo barely started. Now let's head over to the kingdom and see what we're doing today. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. When I did my lunch weather, it looks like I was wrong. This is the actual temperature we are sitting at right now. As you can see, this is accurate as well because it says the Hooville airport. So this is more accurate than what I was using on my phone. So I'm going to have to find a better weather system for you guys. Also, on my way to the kingdom, I took a picture of the sundogs and that'll be in the next slide. I only got a picture of them because I didn't want to shut the skidoo off, and the skidoo is pretty loud, so I didn't do a video for you guys, but the sundogs mean it is cold. Now I'll head down to the shop and see what we're doing today. Pretty sure we are just going to get the mini out and go in behind the house and grab one of these tubs of wood. That way my dad has something to burn. Then we'll cut up some firewood as well. So let's go see what my dad's doing. It is cold out here. 1:30, I'm down at the shop now. We'll get the mini out and head in behind the house and grab one of the wood tubs. That way my dad has some stuff to burn. Hello, Rogue. It is pretty cold out here and you're just hanging out. on my way to the back of the house, and normally we would bring the wood tub this way to the shop, but as you can see, the welding sleigh and the hood is there, so my dad's gonna have to go around by the caboose and bring it down that way. We keep everything on pallets just in case we have the loader out. It could have came and picked this up, but if the pallet got frozen to the ground, at least the tub wouldn't be. We'd still be able to get it down to the shop. Almost 2 p.m. We're back up at the house. Just got the mini put away. Now we'll cut up some firewood and fill the tubs up, and then I think that's pretty much it today. Just after 2 p.m. we finished filling up the wheelbarrow, the wagons, and all the tubs. My dad has enough firewood until tomorrow. Hopefully it warms up so we can take the mini out and go get the rest of those trees. Now I'm officially done in the kingdom, so let's head on back into Hooville and do the weather at 5 p.m.
Okay, 4:30 in the kingdom, and I have to put the winter clothes on to go find a piece of steel because I can't read my writing. All right, so over here the shop warmed up and we're getting everything laid out to go to the big trip into Hooville to the staff's house to weld on her chimney so she can take the elbow out and clean it out. So I miscalculated over here. We need a longer piece for right here, but this will work out good. Even this boogerness will look pretty on the tank. All right, so we got that done. We got the holes to plasma cut out once we get the other piece, so that's working out. Also too, I reheated one of these in the wood stove because it's actually burning, so that's that recycled material. So this worked out good. They're close enough, they look close enough, and that's close enough. That's all we need for the D69U, known as the hood and the Bismarck, to hold their side panels on. So in theory, these will get welded to the windshield frame. Okay, it goes down to the fender thingy bob, and the plywood will sit in here. Yes, the TD18, known as Dooley, has the same thing but a different style. So this worked out pretty good. So we got to wait a day to get the wood stove going so we could actually heat the material up and bend it correctly. Oh, these lips need some vodka. All right, let's go check on the flags and see what they're up to. Okay, we're a little short on the video tonight, so we'll add some film footage. This is our camping trip, our third one. We did the winter of 22 to 23, and it was from March 28th to the 29th. We had both D6s out, and in the video, they were running cold. Yes, you got to remember we went out when it was cold, and the motors were running funny, but you also have to remember both those cats were underwater for 3 years, so of course they're going to run funny. All right, let's have a little clippets in here, and then that should give us a full 20-minute video so everybody can have a good nap.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. This is what my Me phone weather says, and I will be switching over to the weather I was using at the Kingdom. So it is negative 30 degrees Celsius, which is negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. I will be using this weather from now on. So let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, there we go. Full moon on Friday the 13th. That's tomorrow. So it's going to be a nice bright night, clear and cold, just all you want. All right, look at the skies. Everything is going good. I'm glad the weather changed because now the buildings can warm up. Those wood stoves are letting it get chilly in there. And the furnace and the baseboard heaters can only bring it up to so much warmth. All right, let's scroll a bit more before the Me phone gets cold and censors me. All right, we haven't untangled the flags in a couple of days. I could get fired from that job. Oh, wait, please, let me get fired. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and we'll talk to you later.